I've been hugely inconvenienced.
Inconvenienced by your mother's death?
Yes. Everything falls on me because my brother is worthless. I had to cut short a very important business meeting to detour to this burg to clear up my mother's paperwork and collect her no doubt meager belongings. But this hospital is treating them like they're the Holy Grail.
I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time following. What is the nature of your problem and how may I help you?
Do you people talk to each other? I was told that the hospital wouldn't release my mother's property until I'd spoken to you.
Oh, of course, I know what this is about. Your mom was working on a new jewelry collection when she passed, and I took it for safekeeping, but of course you should have it.
You're joking, right? I've gone to all this trouble to end up with my mother's awful jewelry. She sent me a piece. Big, clunky monstrosity of a necklace. Are you sure that mother didn't have a touch of dementia? Because she would have to be delusional to think...
Excuse me. Your mother was an exceptional, amazing person. She was the most loving and inspirational woman I have ever met. Who cares whether her jewelry was nice or not? It was an expression of her heart and her spirit, which happened to be huge, by the way. I've taken care of a lot of patients, and I have never seen anyone face imminent death with such courage and grace and humor. So how dare you speak of her with such contempt?
You would have to understand.
No, you need to understand that when I met your mom, I was going through a really hard time, and she's the only person who got me through it, and I will forever be grateful for her guidance and her wisdom. Yes, I know she wasn't perfect, but that does not justify this self-absorbed reaction to her death.
Feel free to call the PCPD. I'm sure they'll verify my identity.
I believe you're a cop. What I don't believe is that Pablo is your kidnapped son. He wouldn't have.
Your son Bobby arranged the adoption, didn't he?
Yes. But I've seen the paperwork. Everything is legal. Bobby's very thorough that way.
Listen, I'm not saying that anything malicious happened here. Okay? I mean, I think that maybe Bobby was deceived as well. I mean, obviously, he would never arrange for you to adopt a kidnapped child. So, whoever gave Aiden to Bobby must have lied to him.
It would have to be that way. If any of this is true.
Well, it is. And I'm so sorry. You see, Aiden was just born. And someone took him from the nursery, away from his father and mother, away from his brothers, his real family. I can tell that you're a good person, and I know that you would be a wonderful, wonderful mother, and you would give Aiden an incredible life, but you're not his real mom. And she didn't give him away. So please, give us back our child.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you how it is. I've come on to Dante. It's subtle but unmistakable, and he doesn't bite. He's devoted to Lulu, all right? And she doesn't leave him alone, not for 1 second. It's not because he wants her to, so for him, she's the only woman in the world.
Have you always been this insecure?
I'm not insecure, Carly. I'm being realistic. You know, you sit here in your fancy hotel issuing demands and ultimatums, but I'm the one down there in the trenches. I see them every single day, up close and personal, and I'm telling you, the plan's not gonna work.
Do you like the way you're living? Trendy apartment, fancy clothes, money in your pocket?
Yeah, of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
If you want to keep it, you'll make this plan work.
How? How do you want me to do that?
God, think. You're a beautiful woman. Dante's a man. Use your sexuality. It's all about proximity, and you live right across the hall from the guy, thanks to me. You plant yourself on his lap, and we'll see how faithful he is to Lulu.
Dante is not a cheater.
Hell, he's his father's son, and no one's more devoted to the woman of the moment than Sonny, until the next one comes along. Dante will love being pursued. Tell him he's brilliant. Tell him he's sexy. Tell him he's an amazing cop. I don't care how you do it. You get him into bed, and don't forget the pictures.
What pictures?
Jason back in Pentonville. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Look, I came back because I have time to listen to you now. I do want to hear your side of the story, John, if you have proof that someone else, namely Sonny, killed Lopez, I want to hear it.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna end up using it to strengthen Sonny's defense. And I called my lawyers. They're gonna get me out of here.
You know, you're all wrong about me.
I'm not surprised to hear you say that. I mean, you've been sucked so far up into the Sonny vortex that you can't even see it. You're so completely invested in believing that Sonny is this good guy, as opposed to the amoral SOB that he really is.
What are you doing, Claire?
What do you mean?
No, it's just that you look like somebody I used to know. I just didn't recognize you because you know, you're dressing like you're dressed right there.
What, I can't dress casual on occasion?
It wasn't a criticism. I mean, you're a beautiful woman and, you know, you've loosened up, relaxed a bit. It's almost human.
Oh.
I mean, compared to, like, your business suit armor.
Right. Clean it up.
Yeah. So what are you doing here? You hoping to run into me?